Greetings. Welcome to Safe Space Talks Mind Mastery one more time. And again, we on season 4. I'm super psyched. I'm excited. Um, Thank you guys for, rocking with me and promoting and want to be on the show. I'm grateful. This comes from a passion of loving people and wanting people to get through their trauma experience because I too, from personal experience, honey, know what that's like. So I like to come on here and share that one, there's help. 2, you can get through it. And 3, by faith, it shall be done. And that's what I believe. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you. So the subject today is a little sensitive, but hey, and I'm going to talk my talk. It's my show. But I think it's time for us to speak as one voice, to stop pitting one group against another group. The Civil Rights Act was put in place because of the deplorable treatment of certain groups. The Civil Rights Act is a series of laws that prohibit discrimination in the United States. Let that sit. It had to be put in place because many individuals do not know how to behave in a civil manner. But see, now I understand because we talk about trauma and childhood trauma, and they grow up and then they become the people who don't know how to behave in a civil manner. Yeah, I said that. So these laws were put in place to protect people from discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, nationality, national origin, age, and disability. Our constitutional democracy, guys, is being stripped away day by day. And many are suffering mental instabilities. And as I always say, if it is untreated, it will turn into a mental illness. So, what are we talking about today? We're talking about the alphabet community, the LGBTQIA+, which stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, queer, or questioning, intersex, asexual, and the plus represents others such as pansexual, um, non-binary, and gender fluid. For the record, when I was growing up, homosexual was understood. But see, this is what I'm saying. This is an example of sin being progressive and people manipulating a group and making a group have a form of identity in a community within a community. Y'all not following. And from speaking to some of these individuals, there's division within the group. But that's with every group, you know, um, every group. Today, it is being reported that there's an increase of self isolation, self harm, alcohol and drug abuse, depression, anxiety among the alphabet community. Well, this is why I'm here. So it is not to call out the alphabet community and say they're the only ones. I am from New York, and in a New York minute, I can, be challenged with trying not to, scuffle, cuss, fight. Okay, I gotta take that back because I don't cuss and I don't fight. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know. It could be a day. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not like that no more because I'm saved. See what I'm saying? I know how to maneuver now. I don't do that. You're not going to catch me on YouTube and be like, is that not you over there fighting and carrying on? No, no. Don't y'all see how I come on here just real regular? Like we not doing all of that. But when something affects one group, it affects all of us. And we all become at risk. We're all at risk. And I know this channel is not making people comfortable. You can tell by the subscriptions. So this is for mature audience only. See what I'm saying? Who want to address important issues and matters that count. So, you know what? I want people to know there is no pride in practicing sin. There's no pride in that. So if you're just coming on, my name is Nigeria Anderson, and I am the host of this wonderful, informative show, Safe Space Talks My Mastery, where we talk all things mental health and trauma. And welcome to season 4. If you've been with us thus far, welcome back. And if you're here for the first time, buckle up. This show is me providing you with truth, tools, and resources to help you navigate through lies and manipulation and triggers. And since I'm talking about the alphabet community, let me jump right on in about these lies. So now, Medicaid launched agenda affirming care, which includes a range of services such as hormone therapy, surgical procedures to change gender, and voice therapy, I guess, so the guy can sound like a girl and the girl can sound like a dude. I don't know, not my field. But, they said, come on in and we'll transform your private parts because we don't want you feeling trapped and in your body, or, you're a male, but we don't want you trapped in your male body. You're female, we don't want you trapped in your female body. So we'll alter it for you because you can be who you want to be and have the right to choose. Sounds familiar. Now, the new administration comes in 4 years later and says, nope, we're not doing that anymore. And it has been reported that only teens who might have started the trans process will be able to continue. And reports are coming in from the adult trans community about the obstacles of receiving care or continuing care. Y'all, all of you know I am a Christian of the Lord Jesus Christ of Nazareth, the Son of God of heaven and earth. Which just simply means I don't practice sin no more, because until I leave this body for my glorified body, I confess to you today that I am a sinner. I am a sinner under grace. I have flaws. I make mistakes, but I don't practice, and I learn from my mistakes because God has given me the power to rebuke the devourer, to stand in power and authority and righteousness and truth, to walk upright and circumspectly. And all that means is that I signify moral righteousness, and I'm more cautious and observant of myself, behaviors, thoughts, and others and their actions towards me and how I respond. Did y'all get that? That's the gift of salvation. See what I'm saying? And I started this show because I was in a horrible accident which killed me. I died, but yet I'm here. Look at God. Okay? So, I remember telling my pastor, I said, that girl who died, I'm not her no more. And it wasn't the accident of why I love Jesus, because I was serving the Lord years over. I've been serving him over 25 years. So it wasn't that. It was that I know what I know, that his word is true, and that, he saved me. He brought me back to life and said, hey, come back. So I'm here and I'm already serving. See what I'm saying? I'm on here, not trying to be cute, trying to be informative. I'm not trying to be cute. I'm trying to be informative. So the alphabet community, you can be delivered. Just from you can be delivered from that lust spirit, from that abuse, trauma, um, that has placed you in your feelings and feeling isolated and feeling alone, trying to fit in, um, trying to be someone else, thinking that's going to protect you. And I want you guys to hear this testimony from the church that I attended. And if you want to know, the church still has power, okay, and transformation power. And if you're struggling and you're seeking a church that will not judge you, but will love you, my God, and that you will be able to come into your own identity. I said it. You can email me at Safe Space Talks My Mastery, and I will give you the name of the churches that you can attend. I don't care where you're at, that they will love on you and they will help you. So, listen to this testimony.
Been coming here
March of 22.
since March of 22. Now, if you don't mind, I know I'm putting you on the spot, but if you don't mind, what was your situation when you got here?
I was in a same-sex marriage.
Yeah, you was in a same-sex marriage.
Hmm.
Same-sex meaning she's a woman and she was married to a woman. For those of y'all that don't understand.
Hmm.
So, and then what's your situation now?
As of the weekend before Thanksgiving, I am divorced
And why are you divorced?
because during the Kingdom versus Culture series you did about 13 weeks, it helped me realize being hit with the truth that um,
No, y'all playing. No, y'all playing. This blessing my life. Go ahead, talk to me.
being hit with the truth every day makes you take inventory of your life. And you said, you need to ask God to help you out of a situation that you're in if you want to get out. And that night, I said, okay, God, if you want me out of this relationship, you're going to have to do it. And literally the next day, she approached me and said, you're off. We need to talk, which then led me to saying, I want out.
Y'all think I'm over here controlling you. You don't know I'm over here trying to. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Give me a hug.
All right, so I'm here to tell you God loves you, He can deliver you. You can get to know who you are because that's the one thing God is very good at, exposing you to you. He's excellent, excellent. When he did that to me, I cried for 2 weeks. I didn't even know I was that nasty. I didn't know I was that rude. I didn't know. I thought I was a nice person. I thought I was nice. All right, so let me put one of the contacts up here for you guys. And again, the alphabet community is definitely, I'm sure, aware of uh, of the Trevor Project, but that's for those who may have a loved one or a friend. And, I'm here to say we got to help. So you can call and find out resources and then ask them, do you want me to go with you to therapy? Do you want me to go with you to counseling? It's easy smeezy. 1, 2, 3. That's what you got to do. So the LGBTQIA plus is also known as the gender and sexuality spectrum because they claim that it's constantly evolving with new terms becoming more prominent. So that's why I said, you know, the, the people who sleep with animals want to be in the group. People who sleep with dead people want to be in the group. I know, right? That sounds like Nigeria. You being too fun. That's going too far. No, don't they have rights too? I know. I'm not being funny. I need you to pay attention. This is serious to me. Every minority group has had its share of drama and trauma. So I'm not picking on the alphabet community. A I just think it's a good time to let them know they are loved. I do not support, you know, the whole same sex thing and, but I do understand the mental damage, the distortion, and the effects of the lies being repeated to get the alphabet community to believe how they can choose to live this life as a truth. But just like I understand the murderer, the child molester, the abuser, the spouse that commits adultery, the drug dealer, the thief, the liar, the idol worshiper, the sorcerer. Yeah, no, all of it is sin. So, because of all this mess, here we are wondering why many are depressed, anxious, committing self harm, challenged with schizophrenia, bipolar, PTSD. Um, and I have already addressed the alphabet community was once considered a mental illness, and that the American Psychiatric Association removed homosexuality from the DSM in 1973. And we know that the Supreme Court legalized same sex marriages in the United States on June 26, 2015. Right? So here comes the money grab because, boom, an entire industry was created to sell marriage items, to push the rainbow color. And because we are not civil enough, right? Um, Restaurants, hotels, and places were placing the flag to say, hey, we'll take your money. We may not like you, but hey, green is everybody's favorite color. The lie, yeah, please hear my heart, the lie created greed and money all in exploitation. They're exploiting the people. Like black exploitation films, should we forget? And exploitation is the action or fact of treating someone unfairly in order to what? Benefit. So it's been reported that the alphabet community is struggling with with their mental health. Reports are coming in of depression, anxiety, PTSD due to the decline of the proper health care that was promised to them by, the gender affirming health care. So do we see the devil's in the details here? I mean, do we see it or we don't see it? But things I was talking about meant the healthcare in season 3. I talked about it, and now what I said then is happening now. They tricked the community. They have pushed this agenda because I'm telling you, this is a money grab. They pushed the agenda and had Medicare, gender affirming care in the mix. And now what? If you're part of the alphabet community and want to come and talk about this and you think I'm getting it wrong, please reach out to me. safespacetalks@gmail.com and we can sit and talk about it. But let me say this. What if your loved one is on a medication that Medicare covered, and now you get a letter saying, oh, by the way, we're not able to pay for that anymore, because those letters are coming. And, to the celebrities who was helping to push the alphabet community agenda, I'm not being funny. I'm just saying it was an agenda. You can take that for whatever you want to take it as, but I'm telling you what I know. They had the celebrities push their agenda, and now, right? And I always say, if you don't correct one group, then another group is affected. So, what was the other group affected in the agenda? Ooh, girl, talk your talk. So, celebrities who are always used, because that's the slave market, they're so greedy and they want that money so bad that, they just do anything. They just play the game. Example, you have celebrities and people who do not know the struggle of diabetes using Ozempic for weight loss. I said what I said. And the price went up since all the celebrities started using it. Now, what about the person who can't really afford it and was getting it, but now the price went up and now they're struggling? Right? So where are the morals, the integrity, and right standing? Because everybody's selfish and it's about me and let me get mine, and nothing was working, but this works. Lord have mercy. So among the alphabet community, it is reported that anxiety was increased 76% and depression was increased 71%. And this increase came from fear of hate and violence, and many are feeling like they're targeted, which is the reason for the report. Now remember, the alphabet community falls under DEI, because we got to keep trying to protect our rights and be civil. People aren't civil, so we got to put all these laws in place to try to get the proper help, opportunity, because people aren't civil. So they fall under the DEI, and many fear now that that's off the table. They can't get the trans adults are suffering, the trans kids are suffering, and everybody's suffering. And they fear being discriminated against at the workplace, renting apartment, or not having the ability to obtain the grants that they were using to help youth or help their community. And all of this is adding distress and stress. And we know stress is the silent killer. And so I'm just here to say, listen, if you have a friend or somebody in the alphabet community, talk to them. If they're going through, we don't know if they're going through mental anguish. We don't know what they may be going through, because, many have just separated themselves, right? Because groups, right? They're a group, right? And so when you do that, it's like, well, you stay over there, like you got the cooties, like remember when HIV, right? You stay on over there and I'm gonna stay on over here. But we can no longer do that, family. Okay? Mental illness does not discriminate. I just want to repeat that. Mental illness does not discriminate, and it is not prejudice. But bum. So that's my point. How ignorant are people going to be? How selfish and unlearned are people going to remain? Because if this foolishness does not stop, hate if prejudice don't stop, there will be civil unrest. Okay? And the DEI programs, which were designed to improve healthcare, to aid in relating to individual needs and cultural understanding. What we don't want is for our family members and friends in the alphabet community to isolate and struggle in silence due to fear, fear of rejection, shame. Um, we can't have that because it's only going to lead to self-harm, self-medicating. And my question is this: would you not go to the funeral if they died? You're going to go to the funeral, right? But what role did you play? Are you going just to show face? Or did you try to help? Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I talk real over here. Did you try to help? Did you call? Did you do a check-in? Did you say, hey, you're good? You're all right? How are things? Because we have to focus on creating and maintaining not only healthier mental well-being and addressing the signs that we should not ignore, but healthier relationships. We can't dismiss people who are suffering mentally. We have to show compassion. And this is why I do the channel. And this is why I ask you to subscribe, like, and share so people can get information that they may need. And every community has its challenges and issues to face. Like I mentioned earlier, if you have friends or family who are in the alphabet community, please speak with them and ask them, do they need help? And you are going to have to push past your own prejudice, shame, and anger and stigma. Angry because your child is gay, or angry because, your child is gay, you're angry and you're mad. Offer to go with them to the therapy session. Offer to go with them to counseling. Ask them if they want to go to church. Just because you asked them once and they said no, don't mean that maybe now they want to go. You never know. They might just. So we have to be more understanding about their challenges and mental stresses, especially our youth, especially the babies. Okay, therapy is a helpful approach to help people resolve their past and present issues. At Safe Space Talks My Mastery, we give people the hope needed to know you can make it. It's because there is help, and we recommend resources because we know, recommendations are best. You can go out there and try to find someone on your own. I promise you, it can get messy. So all you have to do is email me at safespacetalks@gmail.com, because we understand the effects of trauma and the dangers of self-medicating. If we stand around and do nothing, who is to blame? And what group will be next? Right? What group will be next? And we got to be careful of that. We have to be very, very careful. So I hope we all came to an understanding that we have to look out for each other. And as Michael Jackson said so clearly, they don't care about us. If you don't know, healthcare is not cheap. Changes to the premium tax credit, reduced pricing for Americans in the Affordable Care Act marketplace is at risk. The enhancements are set to terminate, cancel, be finished, finito at the end of 2025. So which means that there could be additional increases in health costs, medical devices, and the pharmaceutical prices increase due to higher import costs because of the tariffs and higher manufacturing costs for these products. And if you ever had a long-term stay or a stay at a hospital, you already know when you looked at your receipt that the box of tissues that should be like, you know, um, $10 was $150. That was back in 2011. I don't know how much it could be today. So stay focused because it's just us. But try Jesus. He can help. I'm a living witness. He can help. And if you like what I said here, like, share, comment, um, and, you know, I'm hoping for the best with social media. I'm hoping for the best for a positive change. I'm praying for you all. I really do pray for you all. And I love me some y'all. And I'll see you next week. Same bat channel, same bat place. Wait a minute. Same bat time, same bat channel. I know, I always mess that up. And I'm on season 4. When I'm going to get it right? And I'm a Batman fan. All right. See you next week.